Recently, I just read the book of Job. It's a book where, and I'm not going to go through all the scripture because it's a long book, but I recommend you read it. But here comes Job, have everything in the world, wealthy man, one of the wealthiest men in his era, and it was written somewhere between Noah and Abraham. They're not exactly for sure, but but here he is, loses everything he could because, the devil went to God and says, hey, I'm going to run around this earth. You know, I'll bet you money I could have some of your best followers turn away from you. He said, have you tried my father Job? Well, Job lost his kids, lost his cattle, lost everything, and then he got this boils and sores all over him, and he was like, and here his friends saying, "Oh, you must have done something wrong. You must have sinned." Well, he never turned from God, and in the end, he got everything back double. So the story here is we're going through life. Things are hard. Hey, I know about going through hard time. Trust me. If you're a child of God, you're experiencing spiritual warfare. If you're not under spiritual warfare, you may not be a child of God. And if you get in a ministry, it gets even worse. But just as Job lost everything, he never turned from God. And in the end, he got more than double. And it reminds me of back in Romans when it says, "For I consider that suffering this present time is not comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us." That's Romans 8:18. What you're going through has nothing compared to what is in eternity, which is unbelievable. We can't fathom how great it is. In fact, a few verses later, in verse 37 of Romans 8, it says, "No, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loves us."